Undercity, a campaign set in a deeply cramped city housed in a small footprint, but over multiple levels. Narrow, twisting dark alleys and staircases are the only way to traverse the dark and crime-ridden interior, and the buildings are constructed atop and inside one another, causing odd pockets of infrastructure and symbiotic businesses to form. The city is said to have little actual governance, but for a committee of prominent business owners, or the efforts of the various criminal organizations that operate within the walls of the city. What little law enforcement exists is matched by the startling lack of actual laws to protect the massive populace, and what would be unethical in other places are commonplace here. There is no direct access to the sky anywhere in the city, nor are there windows looking out on the world beyond. Instead, the day-night cycle is punctuated by light tubes that focus sunlight into common areas and projected via a series of mirrored lenses. Similarly, rainwater is regularly piped from above through a sprinkler system into the streets and eagerly collected by the denizens in pots, buckets, and gutters. There are no maps of Undercity, as such a thing would be useless as the city grows, evolves, and changes nightly, and paths extend and contort over multiple levels. Navigating the city is a matter of memory, sensation, and feeling more than knowledge and physical location. Once a person visits a place, they have to hold the idea of it in their minds or risk never being able to find it again. Due to this, denizens tend to stay in close proximity to their homes and their jobs, rarely venturing further than necessary without good cause. While the population is massive and living in cramped apartments and under conditions that the outside world would consider inhumane, much like a prison, there is a strange sense of freedom and community amongst those that rest their heads in the countless rooms of Undercity. The people, uninhibited by the rule of governance and law, find themselves free to pursue their own creativity and passions, leading to echoing music in the streets and alleyways, paintings and statues placed in odd locations, and gathering of audiences around actors and poets, on corners and in cafes. In truth, Undercity isn't really a place in the world, or at least in the real world. The city exists in the labyrinth, home to countless individuals who slipped by accident through the cracks and found themselves in this place, robbed of the memory of their previous lives or how they arrived here. Some lived, loved, and died, leaving generations of descendants in the city who never really felt the real sun on their faces. Others found themselves in the twisted corridors and staircases very recently. Perhaps Undercity is a place born for the lost to find a new way to live. Or maybe it is an organism growing and adapting to the needs of the symbiotic population inhabiting and consumed by it. Irrespective, the city exists apparently in isolation with no known method to leave, though this is apparently not something that denizens ever truly consider.